In this lesson, I'd like to look at some of the more common extended chords. These are chords that will have a number after them, showing that we'll add that numbered note from the relevant scale to make a new chord. Let's begin by looking at the suspended fourth or sus4 chord. By now, if you have been following this course of lessons, you should know how we construct different chords such as majors, minors, various sevenths and power chords, and should know the formulas for these chords. For the major chord, we use the formula of first, third and fifth notes of the major scale. For a sus4 chord, we use 1, 4 and 5. As you can see, the fourth replaces the third. Let's try this with an A chord. If we play the scale of A major, we find that the fourth note is a D. We can also find another D note here on the second string, 3rd fret. This is the note we'll add. Start by playing a normal A major chord, then add the D note like this. As you can see, we've moved the note of C sharp, the 3rd note of the scale, up by 1 fret or a semitone to make this sus4 chord. As this is a suspended chord, it follows that we would normally resolve it to a normal major chord. Let's try this. Play 4 times on the sus4 chord, then 4 times on the major, and repeat, like so. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully you can hear how well these chords work together. Other shapes for this chord would include E sus4 played like this, or D sus4 played like this. Let's move on to the suspended second chord. This is where we replace the 3rd note with the 2nd, similar to what we did with the sus4 chord, so the formula for this chord would be 1, 2, 5. In the key of A, this would mean that we play the notes of A, B and E for the chord of A suspended second or A sus2. Here's a good shape to use. Just fret the middle 2 strings at the 2nd fret. Notice that we're now playing only the notes of A, B and E in this chord. This shape is another movable chord, so if we use 3rd and 4th fingers to play it, then we can move it up the neck to play other sus2 chords. Move it up by 2 frets and bar at the 2nd fret for a B sus2. Up another fret for C sus2. Up another 2 frets for D sus2, and so on. Again, the key of the chord you are playing depends on what note you are playing on the 5th or A string. Another way to play a simple version of this chord is one that you'll probably recognise. For this, we'd just play 3 strings like this, B sus2. Although this is usually played as an arpeggio, like this. Now let's try a 6th chord. The formula for this is 1, 3, 5 and 6. Back to our A major scale to find that the 6th note is F sharp. Now we'll add this F sharp on the top string at the 2nd fret. Play the A chord as normal, then add the F sharp note. As you can see, we're now fretting the top 4 strings at the 2nd fret, so we could use just 1 finger to bar these strings like this. Now you're playing an A6 chord. Other shapes for this chord would include E6 played like this, or D6 played like this. Lastly, I'd like to show you some add 9 chords. The formula for this chord is 1, 3, 5 and 9. First, I'd like you to play the A major scale again, but this time take it as far as the 9th note of the scale, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This 9th note, or B, is the one we're going to add to a normal A major chord. This is how we do that. I want you to play the A major chord by using just your first finger as a bar across the 2nd, 3rd and 4th strings at the 2nd fret, like this. Then add the note of B on the 3rd string, 4th fret, with either your 3rd or little finger, depending on which is easier for you. Now you're playing an A add 9 chord. Other shapes for this chord using the same formula of 1, 3, 5, 9 would include E add 9 played like this, or C add 9 played like this. Please note that these chords are add 9 chords and not 9th chords. We'll learn about these in a future lesson. Please practice changing between any of these chords plus any that you've learnt previously and see what you come up with. Bye for now.